that Nigeria, their government supports their FA with only $1.3 million. And Nigeria is doing far better than us. They are still in the tournament. How come Zambia has $2.1 million? Namibia, $1.1 million budget. They are doing well. They even came to camp in Ghana at a point. I mean, you can't understand what is going on. Are we really broke? Is this a country that is doing financial haircuts, that has seized people's money? A finance minister, a president who says that, look, we all have to pay more taxes, even VAT on electricity, because the country is broke, they are desperate for resources. Is this the same country that can pay school feeding caterers, that cannot pay allowances of students, that cannot pay the NAPCO workers who were asked to go home and are owed many months? Is this the same country? It's unbelievable. It's mind-boggling. I mean, the level of financial recklessness. That is why I insist that there ought to be a full-scale parliamentary probe. And when the House resumes, we are going to file a motion for a full-scale parliamentary inquiry. And all those ministers and public officials, including those at the FA, who think that they should rather insult me instead of accounting to the Ghanaian people on what the thought processes that went into coming up with this budget, and why they will, at this time of unprecedented economic crisis, come up with this colossal amount, this staggering amount of $8.5 million. They should know that all of them will be made to account and there will be sanctions. It is just a matter of time.
But Honorable, do you have any idea, as to, for example, the breakdown as to how much was spent on the playing body, the players in La Côte d'Ivoire, and the management, the technical? Do you have a breakdown as to how much expenditure was made on?
So that minute breakdown is still elusive. We will need to get some more paperwork in terms of the receipts, the vouchers, if anybody was signing anything. But we will get it. We will get it. My antennas are still out there. We will smoke them out. For now, what the breakdown we have is what the finance minister has signed, which is still quite, I'll agree with you, is still quite a big envelope. As they say, the devil is in the details. So that's 50 million that they say they spend in Kumasi, the few days of preparation. What went into hotel bills, for example? What went into restaurant bills, for example? What really is in that breakdown? Were people still taking per diems? Were people still taking pocket money? I mean, look, is anybody surprised that now patriotism has just died? You call anybody and they want you to, it's all about payment. I mean, people compare with other countries. See how they go all out, how they look 50-50 balls, they don't give it a chance. They sweat their hearts off. Compare that to to the case of Ghana. I mean, are you even surprised that all these players who it was like they are doing us a favor, they couldn't play, they were creating own goals? See how as soon as they got to their clubs, see how they are scoring and all of that. So the entire philosophy that is driving Ghana football now, this moneycracy, this plutocracy, has to change. It has killed patriotism. Everything. And you see, that these monies are not even being invested where they should be invested. Look, a lot of Ghanaians would not have bothered much if all this huge expenditure, first of all, it translates even into great performance. We are seeing our stadia being renovated. Not too long ago, you recall that FIFA blacklisted us. We didn't have any stadium in Ghana, the whole country. Can you believe that? Fit, that met FIFA standard. Even Kumasi, which eventually we had to hurriedly do something, they had to do us a favor. We didn't even really meet the standard. We don't have FIFA standard pitches in our country. A whole Ghana, the once mighty football nation, which has fallen to grass, falling into the abyss. I mean, it's incredible.
Microphone.
It's unbelievable.
Honorable, I'm hoping that you'll be able to intercept some more details and tell us as to, for example, how much we spent in La Côte d'Ivoire, how much of the $5 point something million is left, where the monies are and all that. But in all